I'm not saying anything political now, get me right. I'm just going to make a comment. I felt the oppression of this country lift at the end of the election. I felt it. I felt it. And I'm not being political. I said, whoa, I felt it. I mean, anytime, Lord have mercy. I mean, you think about it. Will you leave your back door open to your house? Come on now. Come on, just to be honest with me. All right? You can't, there are certain things, oh, Lord have mercy. I mean, all of a sudden, we couldn't buy gas stoves anymore. Everything, you got to go electric. Boy, you're taking away people's choice. I felt the oppression lift. I felt it. I said, oh, now, the devil's in trouble now, because it lifted off to this country. That's all I have. That's all we have.
Listen, guys, this is major. All right, I know this might be hard for some people to admit, but clearly there is a shift that is happening. Now, there was a lot of spiritual warfare, leading up to the election. Tensions were high. And I remember, just praying with people all across America, hopping on the Zoom, and we prayed the whole, night during the election. Now, I remember a couple years ago, we just thought Trump had it in the bag. I don't know what happened. Something happened. I went to sleep, and he was leading. I woke up, and I said, man, what happened? And we saw how horrible it was these last couple of years, and things just getting worse and worse. But now look at all these things that are rapidly changing. This is not an accident. It is a sign that the season has shifted. And as believers, we need to be aware and very conscious of the season that we are in spiritually. The Bible says God raises up kings and he tears them down, right? He shifts the season. Jesus said, you look at the sky, you hypocrites, and you can discern, oh, it's going to rain, but you can't discern the times. You can't discern what time it is in the spirit. I'm telling you right now, this is a reason to celebrate. This is a reason to be excited. So you got Israel, you got Hamas with the ceasefire, you got this red dye thing, look into these things. And you want to be informed. It's all good to say, hey, I trust God, I believe God, but we also should be aware, with the red dye, they say, it causes cancer. And now we got RFK, going in there. Like, this stuff is not an accident. They make money, off the cancer, and you think about it from this perspective, right? They got all this money for everything else. They got money for, sex changes for prisoners, not just regular citizens. Kamala was talking about she wanted to give sex changes to prisoners, but we can't pay for cancer treatment. So, that already shows you there's some weird stuff going on behind the scenes. And so, you look at all these different things that are happening in the news right before Trump gets in, it's not an accident. I'm telling you, I felt like it was like a cloud just came off, and we got 4 years of grace, guys, to build. I don't know what's going to happen after that, but I know what God told me in 2016. It was a little rough how we got here. Everything wasn't perfect, you know what I'm saying? But it happened. We're here. We got to take advantage of it. I'm excited. I think Christians should be celebrating, but I also think we should be just watching and praying. And I know for some of you, this is a hard thing to accept. It's a hard thing to, receive, but you clearly see it. Let's put it this way, if Kamala had won, the censorship, right? You see Mark Zuckerberg talking about we're not going to do the fact checking. That was horrible in the last season. When we had the, COVID and all that stuff going on, these guys were relentless, fact checking everything, censoring everything, killed my social media page, shadow ban, all this kind of stuff, because anybody that was speaking out against whatever agenda they had, they were really trying to shut it down. And come to find out, all the conspiracies were true, And so I believe if Kamala had won, guess what? They would have kept pushing their foot, or they would have kept putting their foot on the gas for that censorship. But now Trump is getting in there, and it's like they're changing their tune. So I believe it's just God giving us grace. We got to be loud. We got to take back territory. We got to take a stand, for our children. These people with these wicked demonic agendas, like we really just, this is it, guys. That's what I believe in my heart. And so I'm going to work my butt off here in Chicago, do everything that I can to make a difference in my city, make a difference in the youth, make a difference with the people that I'm around and just build them up. Who knows what's coming? So don't be complacent. Don't sit back, fold your hands and say, this is so good. What a wonderful season. No, build, prepare, get ready. www.marcusrogersministries.org if you want to support what we're doing here in Chicago. Praying for Israel, praying for everybody affected, regardless of what side, you got human beings that are caught up in it, and human beings are not perfect. There's flawed human beings on each side, but I definitely stand with Israel. I'm praying for Israel. I'm praying for the Palestinian children. I'm praying for all the innocent people affected. And I'm just praying for the souls, man. I believe we're going to have revival. I believe we're going to see the greatest move of God, and it's just time to